onward and upward. I don't need your applause. It's the guy hoppling LDTV. If you're new here, smash the like button, smash the sub button, and if you don't like anything that I'm gonna say, feel free to smash the unlike button. I'm still on vacation. I'm still on vacation, y'all. Yeah. Y'all like, damn, how the hell you still on vacation and you up early? Hey, gotta get my run in. On vacay or not, gotta stay disciplined. But yes, I didn't go running yesterday. I didn't go running Saturday. Doing shit with the fam. Was up in West Palm yesterday. Like an hour and a half away, hour 45 minutes away, something like that. But yeah, before I get into what I'm about to get into, man, it's so beautiful to be out here just being in nature and just hearing nature. Even just the cars rolling past, it's a beautiful feeling. So even though I did used to run a lot of miles on a treadmill, which is great, I am finding a definite appreciation for running it in nature. And today I didn't have no problems. I seen plenty of people out there getting ready to go to the gig and everything. No problems. No problems at all. Not that I even have problems anyway, but I'm just saying like no funny shit. Let me say it that way. No funny shit. No funny characters out here in the dark lurking. It's still dark down here, so most likely during the time that I'm on this live, for however long I'm on this live, and the sun is gonna rise, and so then we're gonna start hearing the birds chirping even more. But yeah, man, again, smash the like button, smash the sub button, or just lurk. LD ain't tripping. Why I ain't tripping? Onward and upward as always. Ain't shit stopping me. But yeah, man, go check out my latest short. Yes, that is me. That is moi. That is me. Just to break down the story, my daughter had jumped from like the third step. I don't, man, I could jump this whole thing, you know. I'm like, man, I could jump this whole thing. This ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know, being a young buck, it's nothing. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, this ain't shit. But what happened was, before contemplating how I'm gonna land this jump from about what, I think like 6 steps or whatever. Before contemplating how I'm gonna land it, I'm in the air, and that's when I started realizing, like, hold on, how am I gonna land this shit? You know what I'm saying? So what happened in the video is I got in the air and I'm like, damn, how am I gonna land this shit? So I landed, but I didn't have my feet planted right. And so I just basically fell backwards onto the step. And so most people who are insecure, you know, they're not gonna be able to laugh at themselves. I'm a person I can laugh at myself. Again, for me, I know for sure my greatest asset is my sense of humor. It's the grandest, and it can definitely be the most the most evilest. I say it that way, the most quote unquote evilest. And I can laugh at myself. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. So feel free to go look at that short and laugh and clown, do whatever you want to do with it. You know, that shit don't affect me at all. I ain't tripping. It's all fun and games. But yeah, feel free to clown, do whatever. As I said, I can laugh at myself. And this is what real men can do. We can laugh at ourselves, real women. We can laugh at ourselves. That's where real power is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wanted to redeem myself, but we had to, because I know I could do that shit. That shit ain't nothing. It's just that my feet weren't. I didn't plant my feet right when I landed, and there's people like, cause we shared it in a group chat, and people, oh, your ankles is blown out. I just ran a mile, motherfucker. What are you talking about? My ankles is gravy, but due to me not planting my feet right, my feet did one of my foot did sting a little bit when I came down. That's how I knew. Like I didn't, like I said, I just know how it was. I didn't plant my feet right, so, and I felt it when I landed. But yeah, your ankles blown out. I mean, these ankles is great as hell, strong ass ankles. These ankles from the motherland. But I got my dad ankles. But yeah, man. I guess a couple condolences I'm gonna give out today. Uh, I think it's called LaGuardia Airport. A Canadian aircraft, a Canadian airplane collided with a fire truck. I don't know how the fuck this happens on a airplane strip at an airport. I don't know how the fuck this happened. But apparently like 70 people got injured and 2 people died. I believe it was the what was it? I think it was the pilot. 2 pilots died, I believe, if I'm correct in the details there. So condolences to them. Condolences to rest in peace to an icon who passed away this weekend, Chuck Norris. And I'm giving condolences, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really wasn't a Chuck Norris fan like that. I'm a Bruce Lee guy. I fuck with Bruce Lee super heavy. And to me, one of the things that kind of watered down Bruce Lee's legendary, or how can I say it, what he done in the game, to me what watered it down is all the lame Chuck Norris jokes that people started coming up with. Like, a lot of the Chuck Norris, let me see, most of them, motherfuckers, 99.9% of them, to me, it's just corny ass jokes. And to me, that watered down just him and his whole, I hate to say that, but this is just my opinion. I kind of strayed away. I didn't give a fuck about him after that. I'm like, man, these weak ass jokes. I know a lot of white boys truly loved it. I'm sure some niggas too, but it is what it is. I'm just being honest with y'all. That's all I could do is just be honest with y'all. I didn't really fuck with Chuck Norris like that, but I salute him and condolences to him. And also, condolences to, I know this kind of happened like more, I guess, Thursday or Friday or something like that, but condolences to Knockout 86. Condolences to his mom that passed away. Of course, I don't know Knockout personally. I know him like a lot of y'all do. I am a member on this channel. I fuck with him. He's one of the few channels on this thing that is about integrity. And so I'm a person who is always integrity first. I fuck with him the long way. So condolences to his mom. This is the thing, man. Like, everybody, we all have a due date. Of course, I expect to live a long, fulfilling life. But the pain in living a long, fulfilling, joyful life is that you gotta watch your loved ones pass away, and it sucks. It sucks. But this may seem a little raw to y'all, but the blessing in that situation is that at least he got to watch her go away versus her watch him pass away early. You know, because there's a lot of parents who have to watch their kids pass away before them, and that's not really the plan for any parent, to watch their kid. I mean, to watch their kid pass away before them. So that's the blessing in that, you know. But of course, I know he wished his mom was here. The thing is, man, when somebody passes away that somebody truly loves, or even somebody that you may love, there's no words that you could tell somebody that's gonna comfort them at all. There's just nothing you can say. So all you could do is just send your love, and because that pain is damn near forever. Yeah, it's gonna ease up here and there, but especially depending on how you feel about death. I say this: the last time I really, of course, when people pass away, I cry. Hey, I ain't shy to say that I cry, and a lot of times like, I cry to keep from killing the motherfucker. So it's like crying is a great release. It's great for you. It's great to release that because there's a lot of people in prison right now who, if they would have just most likely cried and got that release, they wouldn't have snapped. So kudos to all the men who are man enough to let those tears fly. I'm not saying just boo-hooing in front of anybody out in public and shit. Nah, don't do that. But, find you a spot privately and let that shit go. You know what I'm saying? This is what real men do. And the whole society created a lot of monsters with that whole bullshit of, oh, men shouldn't cry. Nah, man. Nah. I feel like a lot of people, there would be a lot less people in prison right now if they would have stepped aside to shed some tears and get that release. Like I said, it's a great release. And so, but yeah, man, again, condolences to KO's mama, and that's the main one. Even though, like I said, I don't know these celebrities. I don't really, there's ones that I admire for different characteristic things that they display. But other than that, I don't get too high on celebrities. I know the game. I know what it is. Oh, let me look in the chat. What up, Josh? How you doing, bro? I appreciate you sliding through. Mr. Gumbo, bro, how you doing, man? I appreciate you sliding through. Josh Henderson says, don't forget Bruce Lee, trainer. IP, man. Josh, what you talking? You said Bruce Lee trainer. What about his trainer? I don't know if I'm perceiving what you're saying correctly. Just type that again. I don't know what you mean. Abner did. What's good, bro? Please don't cry. You will start rusting. You are transforming. Gumbo. Hey, man. Gumbo, man. Like, that's kind of something I really learned in therapy. Like, I used to go to therapy at a young age, man, because my biggest issue was anger. That's still something I deal with today is anger. And so I got held back in second grade. It's not because of grades. School has always been easy to me, but it's the idea of I was just super bad, man. I was bad as fuck. And to the point, like in second grade, I had to eat my lunch with the principal. And then third grade came, my mom was like one of the lunch lady helpers to make sure I stayed in line and shit like that. So so I graduated in 2000, but in reality, I was supposed to graduate in 99, but based on my behavioral issues. But yeah, going to therapy, seeing a psychiatrist at a young age, it was I feel like it was great. I mean, not saying that it completely healed me, but it gave me a lot of insight because I'm really supposed to be in prison if you really think about it. Just the shit that I was doing, man. Just my mentality then. And I'm glad I got it straightened out before. Of course, I got into some shit as a teenager and even as a young man, but nothing that got me sent up the road. And I'm happy because, like I always tell y'all, I don't like hanging around dudes like that. So going behind the bars, I would just have to really be a monster. But anyways, he says, Bruce Lee trainer name is IP, man. Look him up. Okay, I'll look him up. I'll definitely look him up, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to Bruce Lee, man. That was my dude. Nah, I feel like he was family. Just how many damn videos I watched of him. But besides Bruce Lee, who's my main man? Bruce Leroy. That's my motherfucker right there. You know what I'm saying? Bruce Leroy. You know what I'm saying? For The Last Dragon. And It's wild. I remember at like I think like that movie has a hell of a message, man. I know a lot of us may have missed it, but I missed it for the longest until it finally computed. Like, wow, okay, it's a hell of a message in the Last Dragon. I could watch that movie today, pretty much repeat every damn word. That shit is one of the dopest movies ever. You will adore his trainer. He really liked that. Okay, for sure. Well, let me screenshot that shit. Yeah. Alright, again, if you're new here, smash the like button. Smash the sub button. But at the end of the day, it don't matter because I'm onward or nowhere anyway. Let's get into what the fuck I came to talk about. First one is Magic Johnson's son says he only dates straight men. Magic Johnson Jr., he says he only dates straight men. And who do we blame for this type of delusion? Y'all, who do we blame for this type of delusion that this dude is displaying on national TV? We have to blame sisters. And I have to do this. This is, I'm keeping it a bucko on this. Sisters, y'all are the ones who are always campaigning and co-signing these transformers. This is what y'all do. This is what y'all do. Y'all stand next to them. Y'all validate them more than masculine men who want to display masculine characteristics. This is what y'all do. And it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Sisters are the reason Magic Johnson Jr. has this bogus ass thought pattern. And that's just what it is with me. It has to be. Masculine men are not co-signing this shit. I mean, it does suck that, there's masculine men who, at the end of the day, however another man feels about what a trans or a person who's gay do, that's just their opinion. But at the end of the day, I have no issue with what gay people do. If anything, my only problem is with DL men. If you gonna be gay, just come out, man. And even though I'm out the game, I'm married and everything. Yeah, I'm married. It shouldn't matter. But why taint the single population when you can just deal with what you really? If you want that boy pussy, just go mess with that boy pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. Just go play where you want to play. Stay away from the women out here, and it'd be a lot safer, a lot less diseases going around. But hey, again, at the end of the day, let me mind my married business. But just for the sake of the conversation, like, you DL niggas need to y'all need to come out that closet, man. Y'all fucking up a lot of lives, and then when y'all get exposed, y'all want to kill a motherfucker. I get it though, for the Transformers. For one, for me, I just feel there's no fucking way that you can trick me. There's no way you can trick me, because there's something manly about a man, no matter what. His hands, look at his neck, look at his feet. There's something. His forearm. There's something that I'm gonna notice. Me just being an observant person, I'm gonna peep something. So there's no way. The thing is, a lot of you dudes, y'all just down with that shit. Y'all get down with that shit. And then you want to get mad. Yes, it is bogus that a lot of these Transformers don't be just coming out and telling them. That's bogus. That is. But, bro, you should be more observant. You shouldn't be that thirsty to slide into something. It shouldn't be that serious. I'd rather beat my own meat and roll over than ever have to deal with any. You just can't be that thirsty. And I get a lot of these cats out here are just super hypersexual, to where they just have to They just feel they have to penetrate anything, and that's the thing. These dudes is bogus, man. Let me see. Josh says it. He said, "Man, how is that?" Josh says, "If a man is really straight, he shouldn't even look his way respectfully." That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So it goes back to what Magic Johnson Jr. is saying. He just completely delusional. Completely delusional. Because we know straight people or gay people are everywhere. And there's no such thing as a man dating or dealing with another man sexually and him being straight. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. So what he means is that he's not in gay clubs and he's meeting other gay men. That's what he really means. Josh says, "Me neither. It's just his words ain't making sense respectfully. It don't make no type of sense. That pussy, pussy. Like Ply say, man, woman haters." Gumbo says, "Just like that one guy went to Atlanta and said all these women showing their bodies." He said all the women in Atlanta showing their bodies is yucky. Yeah, that boy, he definitely love that boy pussy. That statement alone, if I'm perceiving what you saying, Gumbo, if that man went to Atlanta and said that boy, he love that boy pussy. You know what I'm saying? And he need to just live in his truth. But we get it. A lot of people don't like to live in their truth these days. We see it. We see it every day. And speaking of that, this ain't in the title, right? But did you hear that dude who claims he has a disabled son, and he said that basically in his whole statement, you could just tell he's defensive. He know he did something wrong, just the way he's delivering his message. And basically he did some gay for pay shit because he said, oh, it was he pretty much trying to dress up the situation as if it was the only thing he had to do, like he couldn't work. But so he said he had to do something gay for pay to provide for his son who was, I guess, quote unquote, handicapped or something like that. Like, nah, nigga, nah. You ain't getting no pass. You is not getting no pass at all. I don't know if y'all heard about this story, but it's... dude is definitely bogus. And how you gonna deliver a message being defensive because of some fruity shit you did, trying to say, oh, if you have a problem with what I did, fuck you. Nah, nigga, nah. I like fucking women. I don't know. Nah. You know what I'm saying? So, you just living your truth, man. You fruity. There's nothing around it. OG said, just want to let you know Jesus loves you and I hope you have a great day. Thanks as far as having a great day, but I am not, respect to everybody who is religious. I am not religious at all. I don't. That's not something I do. But if you do religion, that's on you, and I respect you, you know what I'm saying? All I ask is that, you respect what I don't do and what I'm not into. I'm not here to diss nobody that's in the religion. Of course, I have my views on it, but it just ain't for me, man. I just say it that way. But I do love myself, and I will have a great day, and I wish you have a great day as well. Mr. Gumbo said, you can't justify your Skittle moments. Not at all, my nigga. Talk to him, Gumbo. You can't justify no fruity shit. There's no fucking way. And I go on to say this on record, my nigga. If it's $1 billion on the line, because you see all these memes out here where motherfuckers will be like, oh, for $1 billion, will you suck dick or will you let somebody fuck you in the ass? Hell no. My manhood is priceless. My manhood is priceless. Nah, hell fucking no. I want to be able to live with myself. And that's what it comes down to. So no amount of money. I ain't got no price. I'm sorry. There's no fucking way. Because doing something like that, this is something you got to live with for the rest of your life. Like Pete, you how can I say, you brushing your teeth. This is something that's gonna be just going through your mind every day. You know what I'm saying? You brushing your teeth, like, dang, the reason I'm brushing my teeth in this dope ass mansion is because I suck dick for it. Like this is the shit that you're gonna be thinking if you put yourself through that type of in them type of situation, and I just can't do it. Nah. For one, I'm only into women, and let me say women. When I say women, I mean natural born women. Again, y'all know I'm out the game. I'm just speaking this way for the sake of the conversation. I'm out the game. I ain't looking for none of the nan bitch, you know what I'm saying, or nan woman, you know what I'm saying. So I'm out the game, but I'm just saying I am not. Nah, women only, natural born women only. That's it. That's it. That's all. Uh, nah, that type of shit. That's why a lot of these dudes be going so crazy because it really be in like these download dudes. Like even that's why they go so crazy. And this is a thing. Like okay, like just say the situation like a dude meets a transformer, but he doesn't. He claims he doesn't know it's a transformer. But then when a transformer outs him, and then they end up killing the transformer. Like if you just would have walked away from the situation, for the most part, nobody will really. Maybe let's say at the max, maybe 100 people will find out after the transformer, quote unquote, exposes you, right? But after you kill this transformer, that story goes on the news, and so that 100 people who would have known turns into like 50,000 or 100,000. You know what I'm saying? So, and then at that, you get to go spend the rest of your life. And this if you don't kill yourself after doing some shit like that. You get to go spend the rest of your life with a bunch of hard legs. That's fucked up. Like you really played yourself in that type of situation. A lot of these dudes be really playing themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from not wanting to live in their truth. Do not want to live in their truth and caring so much for what other people think about them. And this it comes down to the fact they know what they're doing is wrong. They know it's bogus, but they stay doing it. But hey, it is what it is, man. But let's just get into my next, pretty much my last story I wanted to touch base on. And for those who truly follow hip hop, first off, let me say this: there is still a lot of great music out there when it comes to hip hop. For me, I've never really looked at just the radio for music that I truly liked. Like for me, like a music hit, it draws my attention to the artist. But most of the songs that I listen to from an artist are songs that can't be played on the radio anyway. I hope this makes sense to a lot of y'all, but I don't listen to a lot of the radio hits. There is some radio hits that I will bang and shit, but for the most part, the artists that I enjoy, there's always music that can't be played on the radio that I truly fuck with, that I really look to as hits. And so yeah, so if you're a person who's consistently just looking for, if you're just looking for great music that's on the radio, you truly playing yourself. You truly playing yourself. We know that the bullshit gets pushed, and we know like the real music, you got to dig for it. You got to look for it. And for the most part, shit, great music finds me. And it also depends on the mood too. So for a lot of the little ignorant shit, let me listen to the ignorant shit. It'll get me through my run or something like that. You know, yo, I can even run to R&B music. I can even run R&B music. I'm an R&B lover first, so yeah, I can run to that, no problem. Motherfuckers making love, I'm running to it. It ain't nothing me. It's all about the vibe. But like I said, it's all about how you take that energy and transfer it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Young Turk, if y'all don't know Young Turk from Hot Boys, he's gotten to a little back and forth with Lil Boosie over Kodak Black. And basically, Young Turk is pretty much barking on, not barking on him, but he's pretty much having a conversation with Boosie about, because Boosie is quote unquote trying to say that Kodak Black is soft and shit because he chose or he went to PC. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that Boosie's leaving out of the conversation is that a lot of times that the prison system chooses for you. If you're a risk for safety, they're not going to allow you in population. And also, what Boosie forgot to really let people know is that he himself wasn't in population. He was on quote unquote death row, and death row is not population. That's 23-1. He was locked down 23 hours of the day and 1 hour pretty much wrecked. So he himself wasn't in population, yet he's trying to down another man who quote unquote wasn't in population. And Turk is just pretty much like, why are we glorifying this to the young kids? Like, yeah, we've been through it. We went through it. But this is not something that we want to promote to our kids. And for me, I just want to commend Turk for that. For me, I feel like he's showing true growth. He's showing true growth for somebody who truly been through it. We know Boosie went through it too as well, but he has this infinity loyal to the streets, and we all know that the streets don't love nobody, and it's just sad to see him have so much love for something that don't have love for him. It's sad, and this is a trap that a lot of young brothers and sisters, Mexicans, Indians, Italians, like all the streets do, it just destroys lives. That's all it does. It just creates body bags. It creates prisoners. It creates broken homes, broken families. And I just love the fact that Turk is bringing light to that aspect of it, the aspect that people don't really like to talk about. And also he spoke about the contradictions. It's like when you do something in the street, you take your lick. But for the most part, whenever Boosie gets into something, he be like, oh, y'all pray for me and all this shit. Like, nah, you supposed to be a gangster, right? Why don't you stand 10 toes on the charge that come your way? Stand 10 toes on that, and that's what you're supposed to do. But as we know, a lot of these so-called street rules that people create, they don't follow. And these rules, who were most likely created by adolescents, they consistently break the rules that are created. If none of these rules weren't broken, you wouldn't have so much misfunction in the streets. But we already know how it goes. We already know how that game goes. It's true destruction. It's a true trap. And the worst thing, though, is you have these kids who really ain't from the hood and shit, who, like, in all essence, they're the most dangerous. And I say that they're the most dangerous because they really have something to prove, they feel. And they really want that look. They really want that look as being down. And this is the thing. It takes nothing. It don't take much to pull a trigger. That don't take much at all. A few pounds of pressure, you could pull a gun. That don't mean anything. Participating in a genocide of your people, how is that honorable? It's not honorable at all. What up, Miss Joette? How you doing, sis? Nothing is honorable about participating in a genocide of your people, or just even selling drugs and shit. There's nothing honorable about that at all. It's embarrassing, really. I get it. If you really had to really go through it, but there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who had no choice and they had to really, they're in it. They're born in it. But there's a lot of people out here who who chose the streets. They didn't have to choose it. And to me, those are the true fake thugs. Or, people with both parents in their home who they know right from wrong, but they chose to go this route because they wanted the, like I said, they wanted the persona. But deep down, they really pussy. I'm gonna just say it that way. That just is what it is. Because a lot of cats, you see a lot of these cats really don't want to be in that shit. A lot of people don't want to go through that shit. A lot of people don't want to. So for those who are born in it, those are the ones I truly respect for getting out of that shit. But a lot of these lame ass motherfuckers who wake up and choose that when they ain't got to, them is the true pussies to me. Mr. Gumbo says, old ninja still trying to be young. What's worse than a young fool, but an old one? That's Boosie. Man, that's Trill Spill. And he wonder why his son is going through what he going through with all the bullshit, trying to somehow live up to his dad's name or trying to make a name for himself. It's just pure stupidity, man. It's tricking you off the streets. But again, a lot of street dudes, they're valid. The best thing for them is, or the greatest accomplishment for them is being validated by other dudes. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And it's sad. Dang, the sun is rising. It's rising, looking beautiful out this bitch. See, Gumbo says, remember one thing, everything in life is a choice. So yeah, that's perfect, Gumbo. Because even there's a lot of people in the hood who choose not to go that route as well. Let's be clear about that. I get it though. If it comes between starving and eating, hey bro, go ahead and eat. But the issue comes in is for me the issue comes in on if that's all you choose to do versus taking that and elevating and getting yourself out the game, legitimizing yourself. At the end of the day, any man do what you want to do. But you can't keep making excuses, try to make like somebody's keeping you down when you're making these choices yourself. We all know that fast money, it comes fast and it goes fast too. Not saying that you can have definitely windfalls and blessings, but when there's blood on that money, that blood money, there's a different type of energy on that shit. Especially when everybody, for the most part, are trying to snake each other. They're trying to pretending like they cool, but snaking each other. What up, Jay Gill? How you doing, brother? I appreciate you sliding through. Jay Gill said, yeah, the streets don't come with no 401k, no health insurance, no assets. Trill Spill, my nigga. It don't at all. It don't come with none of that shit. And what you see a lot of these dudes, a lot of these so-called, kingpins and shit. Well, not like kingpins, but a lot of these let's say street level cats, they passed away. You see GoFundMe pop up and shit. Like, damn, where's all this money you was getting? Like, you was in prison telling all these stories about you had this and had that, but you ain't put shit aside. Man, it's crazy. Yeah, dudes is wild out here. But yeah, man, let me just tell you that these cats, these private school cats, these cats who really ain't been through shit, they more dangerous than a lot of the street dudes because they have something to prove. They really need that validation from cats. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not dissing private school, but we know there's a difference between private school and public school, nigga. There's a clear difference. It's almost like that, because we know the pipeline from school to the prison. It's clear as day. And so private school is like PC. It's really like PC, but shit still goes down in PC as well. And population is public school. That's what it is right there. That's it. It's clear as day. Yeah, it's different, but yes, things do go down in both arenas. Public school is way more wild though. But yeah, man. Damn, 8 or 40 minutes. Yeah, but let me get up out of before I get up out of here. I just want to speak on just YouTube politics, and I'm just gonna say this as calmly as I can. At this point, I don't feel no way about it. I just peep what I peep, and this ain't about me announcing what I'm about to start doing. I just been doing it. There's a few cats that they don't realize it, but it's the last time they spoke to me is the last time they spoke to me, and we'll never speak again. I gave Kano grace because, like I said, he's somebody that I really had a real relationship with. He's somebody who I really, like I said, I really looked at him as a big brother at a moment. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't giving no more of these niggas grace. And this ain't even because I get it. I'm talking to like the content creators. So people who, I understand that there's people who are in the audience that if they don't fuck with me, they don't fuck with me. I get it. You know, you're not part of my tribe. That's cool. I ain't mad at that. I'm just freely speaking to the content creators. It's like, I show too much love out here, and I did it from my heart. So I don't feel no way about it. It's just wild. It's just disheartening when you don't see it come back. I just say it like that. But I did it. I didn't do it for anything in return. But what I'm building these days is reciprocal relationships. So if you're not reciprocating, then I just won't be there. You know what I'm saying? I just won't. Or let me say this. If I do come through, I just won't hit the like button. I'm just saying, I ain't hitting the like button at all. Because there's some cats where I just like their content. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, I don't give a fuck who comes and who don't go. Of course, I appreciate the ones who do come here and spend time with me. I appreciate that. That's what's up. It's dope. But as you see, the support system is not real at all. It's a facade. A lot of these cats, they manipulate other small-minded motherfuckers, and a lot of cats listen. My channel, I feel it's a rest haven for trill ones. I feel it's not about being perfect, but you definitely have to have a level of integrity. Other than that, I ain't really trying to fuck with you like that. Like I always say, it's quality over quantity with me. And for the most part, the quality of the people that are in my chat outweighs the motherfuckers who have 500 people in their chat. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I'm trying to clock what everybody's doing, but at least I want at least, if I can, the integrity of my chat to mean something or be respected. So I appreciate when I see like Gumbo come through or Kui people who I know they don't go for the bullshit and they stand on something. You know what I'm saying? Really stand on something. They don't say they stand on something. I really seen it in real time that they really stand on shit. You know what I'm saying? So, But at the end of the day, when it comes to just regular people in the chat, I get it, man. It's a herd like mentality. But this is the thing. This is the thing that I understand truly is that when it's a good thing when people who you thought fuck with you don't fuck with you, because that's when you truly find your tribe. And so it's a great thing. It's a great blessing. Diaper Dandy, salute to you. So it's a great blessing, man. It's a great blessing. And as you see, and like a lot of, I've had a lot of great moments just on YouTube, just as far as mine. Of course, there's gonna be a lot more strangers, a lot more people in this app that I don't know, of course. And thankful, I'm thankful for the moments that I've had where strangers truly show up and show out. And so that's all I'm looking for now is, well, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting for strangers just to show up and show out. Like, I can get views and shit. I can get views. And so, hit that like button. I mean, it's pretty much solidified now in the sense of shit that I do. I just got to be more consistent and just, of course, elevate my show. This show is just, this show right here, this ain't the end all be all to my show. This is just a segment or a section of it, of me getting back and doing lives, because for the most part, I'm just used to doing videos, or shorts, or even, I did more lives with my ex co-host or whatever. And so, well, I was actually on there with my face and shit, but this is just me being dolo. I don't need a whole crew of motherfuckers. This is just me standing on all 10 by myself, man. And this is one of the greatest journeys ever. It's dope. It's fun. It's easy. I'm not getting paid for it, but this is fun for me, man. I don't need to get paid for it. And as you see, a lot of motherfuckers who are monetized, yeah, they monetized. But at the end of the day, they ain't, even if they ever getting shit, good for them, man. I ain't mad at it. I'm happy for them. But I could just put my Cash App at if it's really about that, but I'm just doing it for the love of it because I enjoy it. It's something out of my comfort zone, and this is what's up, man. This is dope. But I say all that to say that I'm going to keep moving regardless. That's why I say onward or notward, because it's another way of saying the marathon continues. The marathon moves on. I'm going to keep doing this. This is cool. This is easy for me. Now it is. For the most part, the hardest thing for me was just pressing that live button. But whether you hear or not, I'm rising regardless. That's just the end-all message here. And definitely the people that reciprocate to me, I'm going to continue to reciprocate to them. And I'm going to stay blind to the rest of this shit. But to everybody, man, that I truly fuck with, and who came through, thank you for coming through. And y'all have a blessed Monday. And I'm about to get in the crib and chill. The sun has risen. And yeah, till the next one, man. Replay gang. If you're new here listening, hit the like button. Smash the like button. Smash the sub button. If you're new here, again, as I say, if you don't fuck with what I'm saying, go ahead, hit the hit the thumb down button. I ain't tripping. Or just continue to lurk. I just want to say this to the lurkers. If you lurking, you pushing me forward too. I'm not mad at a lurker. I'm not mad at a lurker. But as you stand on the sidelines, I know you still see me rising. Hey Jupiter, whatever you believe in is on you. I'm not tripping. I just don't do Jupiter said I don't believe in God. You can believe what you want to believe in, man. I don't want to get into a back and forth about that. Whatever you believe in is on you, brother. I ain't mad at you. All I know is that I believe in myself. That's what I believe in, and that's why I can just keep going forward, keep moving forward. I think on one thing before I leave, I just want to leave this with the people. There's a lot of times in life where people who you thought was going to be there for you aren't there for you. And I learned this firsthand when I graduated. Okay, well, hold on, let me say that. Being in football and shit, being in sports, track or whatever, there's people who you always thought was going to be there, and they were just never there. And then you move on to graduate. You graduate from high school. For those who graduated from high school, there's people who you thought was gonna be there that it wasn't there. When I got married, or even when I got engaged, there's people who I thought was gonna be there that wasn't there. When I got married, there was people that was gonna be there that I thought was gonna be there, but they wasn't there. That's why I like to stress that I'm not tripping. I'm just very aware of what it is. I'm not tripping. I understand whatever you're doing in life. There's always gonna be people who you thought was gonna co-sign, or not really co-sign, but really rock with what you got going on. That are not. They're not gonna rock with you. And that's just what it is. It is what it is. But what you need to do is look within yourself and keep moving. That's what you got to do. Just keep moving. It don't matter who talk shit about what you're doing or who don't come through. What matters is that you show up for yourself. And that's one of the main reasons why I started going live. I'm like, man, I got to show up for myself. So if you take anything away from what I'm saying today, just look in the mirror and keep showing up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So just as far as me working out, I'm showing up for myself in that aspect, making a run. In essence, I really don't like running that much. But once I get running, moving, dopamine kicks in, and so I start enjoying it. You know what I'm saying? I do actually enjoy it again now. I do. I ain't gonna lie, but at first, when I started back, I didn't like it. I hated it. I ain't gonna cap, but I'll leave y'all with that, fam. Y'all have a blessed Monday. Till the next one, I'm gone.